Welcome to the Real Deal Meetup channel, where we show you the best resources, tools, and systems to help you automate your real estate business. On this channel, I focus on product reviews, different resources and tools, and everything that helps you automate your real estate investing business. I show you different real estate investing strategies and good content that helps you with your real estate business. So today we're going to be going over the important things to include in a very important document, and that is the independent contractor agreement. So stay tuned, you're going to want to see this video. So I recently almost had to let a contractor go on a job because he didn't think I would stick to the independent contractor agreement we had both signed. Well, once I showed his initials on a particular line item in my independent contractor agreement, he got silent, as he knew he was in the wrong, and it cost himself quite a bit of money. So if you want to know how to create a solid independent contractor agreement so you know how to handle yourself in an awkward position like that, that is what I'm going to show you and teach to you today. I'm also having the independent contractor sign an initial within my independent contractor agreement that, as you can see, stating that he is licensed and insured, right? And that he has insurance, especially for the subs that will be working underneath him. If you also do this where you are going to actually have independent contractors for the subs as well. So say you don't have a general contractor. We do this with Jersey, right? I don't have a general contractor. I mostly have subs. So I get my own HVAC guy, plumber, electrician. I have them sign this independent contractor agreement, but they're also signing that they are also liable for any subs. So if anything happens on the job, they're supposed to be having that insurance to protect them, and also protects me. I also have my insurance, of course, on the property as well, but want to make sure that they're signing off that they have theirs as well. So those are just a few things that I put in my independent contractor agreement. Again, if you use my document, always just make sure you do take it to an attorney to have it reviewed so that you can essentially, look at it, see it, and just make sure it fits within your business model. So I'm going to actually walk you through what my independent contractor document looks like. So as you can see at the top, it really outlines me and my company, and of course what the contractor's company is, just so obviously I have a very clear understanding of who is going to be contracting who in this relationship. Then I actually go ahead and talk through the actual start date. So, and this is important because I'm letting them know, if you actually pick the date of when you're going to be able to do the work and when you're going to actually be finishing, then I think it's only fair to say that if you cannot finish it within the time frame that you came up with, then I should be able to dock you for that. Right? So I think it's very important that we sit down and outline, how long is this project going to take you? When do you want to start, and when will it actually be done? Because if it's not done, then I feel it's in my absolute right to be charging you every day that it is late because you set the dates. Right? So definitely wanting to sit down and have that conversation with a contractor. As you can also see, I'm also in my independent contractor agreement. I'm also outlining what an independent contractor is. So I'm actually reading them through so they actually understand that they are an independent contractor, not mistakenly for an employee in my business. This is huge when you're using the same contractor, especially on multiple projects. You just want to make sure it's very clear that they're signing, a new contract each time, and they are essentially letting you know, right, that they're going to be starting this new project, they're ending it, and starting a new one, as an independent contractor would. Right? They're not just working in your business as an employee. So I'm also going through the services provided, right? And in this, I'm actually showing them what my scope of work is going to be. So that way they're actually signing and agreeing to my scope of work that I came up with. All they're doing is bidding on the labor, right? Because I actually have all the materials that I need down, hands packed for this project. I also am having them understand about the building permits, right? That they're responsible to be pulling permits on all these different types of jobs, as well as inspections. I obviously expect them to be there when, inspectors are coming in for finals, just to make sure that they're actually there, present, they know what to do for each mile mark. I also have them walk through the pay schedule, and that is actually in another video on my YouTube channel, so you can actually check that out of how I actually pay them. But it just goes through the different benchmarks and outlining, at what milestone do they need to complete before I actually go ahead and give them a payment. I also actually walk through the expectations of the job, right? So letting them know what cleanup should look like, how a job should be, Every time they get ready to leave for the end of the day, I let them know the conditions of the property of what I expect it to look like, because if I show up there with a lender, and I will do that sometimes, or if I want to show up myself randomly, there's a certain way I expect the job to look like. And I really hit home on the lender piece, because if a lender comes in and the job is not clean, or people are being lazy and not working, then they're not going to want to put their trust in me in another project, right? So I let them know the importance of that. I also have them essentially talk through change orders, and we go through that very, very clearly, and they initial this. And this is what was, as you can tell, right, the big kahuna when working with the other contractor. So essentially with the change order, I let them know that if there are any unforeseen things that need to be changed within a given project, that we both are responsible for signing off on it within the scope of work and making an addendum to that scope of work. That way I don't come to the job one day and someone says, oh, well, I saw this issue and so I decided to fix it in this particular way, therefore it's going to cost you X amount of dollars. That never happens on my job, right? Because it clearly states that if there are going to be any changes that are going to be made, or if you do see something that's foreseen, and those things do happen, we're actually going to be reviewing it together, coming up with the solution to the problem together, and coming up with a price for that solution together. And that's what happened, right? The contractor who I was working with tried it and said, well, I changed it and this is what the price is. And I said, if you look where you initialed, you basically signed your name saying that we were supposed to do this together. And because you didn't, I can't go ahead and pay for that work, right? Because it wasn't verified by me. So that's another piece that I also include in the independent contractor agreement. I also talk through cancellations, right? So letting them know that, at the end of the day, I have the right to cancel this job, make any last minute payments that are required to go ahead and break this off. If you do breach this contract in any way, shape, or form. I also have them sign over to a warranty, because I want them to be responsible for fixing any issues that may come up after the house has been sold. And all of them do agree, especially if it is your work, right, that you basically put together, then you should be absolutely confident that there should be no reason why anything should be breaking down immediately after the property is sold. So I let them know that we put that in as a warranty, and they go ahead and sign that. In that independent contractor agreement, you can also see that I do talk through arbitration, right? So what happens if we do have to go to court, if we are not able to see eye to eye on different projects and there is money owed, or a job that's supposed to be finished on both sides, what that process would look like. So I just go ahead and outline that as well. So it's all very clear and, right there in the document for them to go ahead and see it. So I hope my independent contractor agreement helps you to save a ton of money while working with contractors, and allows you to talk through all the expectations on both sides on the front end, so you never have to face an awkward situation. Hey everyone, so thanks again for checking out this video. Don't forget to check out the links below to get my independent contractor agreement in the YouTube descriptions. Don't forget to also hit the subscribe button to learn more about real estate investing strategies, different product reviews, and of course personal development, all that I do on this channel. If you want to hang out with me in person, you can find me at the fourth Saturday of the month at the Real Deal Meetup, where we provide a ton of free, that's right, free 99 content and information every fourth Saturday of the month. You can actually RSVP to our next meetup at the link below. And if you enjoyed this video, I would sincerely appreciate a like. And if there's anything you want to see on this channel, feel free to comment below, and I'm happy to engage with you all. Thanks again, and take care, and I will see you in the next video.